Welcome, my name is Emil. This is going to be a general and collective reading for Cancer at this time or when this message finds you. I would appreciate leaving a like or comment or sub or anything, or just watching. Let's get into your spread. It's a 3-card spread. Thank you, Spirit. Past energy for Cancer. Past energy for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit cards in higher self. Thank you. Well, that was a little more than one, but let's take it. Present energy for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Apparently it's going to be a little longer spread than usual, but that's how it's gonna go then. In your past you have 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is about cooperation, community, teaching and learning, sharing and listening, teamwork. There is no limit to what you can manifest together. And 4 of Pentacles is about stability, savings, success, generosity, accepting your worth, being in flow with the universe, feelings of gratitude, helping others in times of need. 4 of Pentacles, 4 stands for stability, balance, and Pentacle stands for the physical, the material. So that's anything from one's finances to one's health to the career or situation or living situation, of course. 3 of Pentacles is more about community and connections, or not specifically like that, but cooperation between oneself and others that benefits everyone. It can also signify a soul bond. Let's clarify though. Oh yeah, Ace of Cups is the theme of the reading. Let's get that one out of the way. Ace of Cups is about Aces, first of all, is about something new. Cups is about relations or emotions, and relations and relationships. It can be excuse me, anything from friends, family, or anything else, of course. But generally speaking, Ace of Cups stands for new connections. New romantic relationships can be a theme. It doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't have to be any kind of relationship like that isn't family or friends, or a very good friend, or it could also be anything else, of course. But I'm just saying, be assertive and use your intuition and regard what resonates and what does not. Seeds of love and hope, newfound emotions, awakening the heart, joy, positive outcomes, oneness, bliss, and creativity. So that's the theme of this reading for you, Cancer, at this time. Let's clarify your past. 3 of Pentacles, clarify 3 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit, Spirit guides and higher self. for Cancer. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles is about, Aces was about something new. Pentacles is about the material, the physical. So that can be newfound finances, newfound stability, new ventures or tasks, new ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success, manifesting power, ambitions and prosperity. So it is something newfound. It can be health, it can be finances, it can be a better physical situation regarding living situation where one lives, or career, of course, but that's up to you to find out what resonates for you, if it does. And if it does not, then just ignore that description and listen for the messages that is for you. And clarifying Four of Pentacles, you have Knight of Pentacles. Knight stands for fire, Pentacle stands for earth, so that's a sustainable energy. It's about diligence, hard work, determination, steadfastness, building material security, safety, being pragmatic, and expansion. And you have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. The Tower to me is a collapsing of one's reality or perception of reality. But there is more to it. Unexpected change, chaos, the rug pulled from beneath your feet, beliefs changed, new awareness and perspectives, destruction, being unsure of who you are. So that's the feeling of what I just described. But in your present energy, you have Two of Wands and the Devil energy, the Devil cards. So Two of Wands is about planning your future, making progress, activation, possibilities, the choices between your comfort zone and new adventures. Let's clarify that together. That one. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify Two of Wands for Cancer. One will do. Ace of Swords. So that can be new ideas, new perceptions, new beliefs. Swords is primarily about the mind, it's air energy. And Ace is about something new. So new ideas, clarity, an aha moment, truth revealed, awareness and heightened states of consciousness, memory of or thought, communication, victory, success and triumph, a stroke of genius. So it's about experiencing brilliant moments of clarity or clear vision, to put it in other words. Let's clarify the Devil card. Clarify, thank you, Spirit. The Hangman and Nine of Wands. The Hangman is about taking a step back to change one perspective, and one must change the angle of perceiving a subject. One must change in some way, surrendering to the will of the cosmos, an intentional pause, reflection, letting go, embracing the new, realigning with your heart and purpose. New wisdom found, spiritual teachings, sacrifice, and enlightenment. And by sacrifice, that can be old habits that no longer serves, that is harmful in some kind of way. It can be any kind of attachments to toxic people, toxic habits, toxic doing, toxic beliefs, anything, toxic thoughts, either from the conscious or the unconscious mind, because the mind is split up into sections, and to me it's even more than that. But I don't want to get too deep in it, but I want to explain a little bit further, because to me there is two kind of mental existence, at least in the sense that one observe, observes, and what I mean is, you have the mental mind, the psychological mind, and the emotional mind. So the emotional body, because as beings we have four bodies, and where one is physical, the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the etheric body, or the astral body, or whatever one wants to call it. But yeah, and in let's let's go explain nine of wands. In the present energy, receiving revelations, and I just had the Tower card come up in my mind. I feel like you're really going through some kind of intervention, divine intervention right now, and it's literally confirmed by your spread, because in your past you have had struggles, but it's going in the right direction, and now we are integrating and overcoming and transmuting those barriers that keeps you from your connectedness to the divine, and your the result of your efforts, the universe gifting you something that you have been praying and working for a very long time. And it has been a very hard journey. It might have been, it has for me at least. I know that. Let's clarify. Let's just explain the High Priestess before we clarify anything. So, the High Priestess symbolizes the feminine's connection to the divine. And it's about dreams, powerful visions, psychic insights, serendipity, meditation, introspection, intuition, a spiritual experience. So being in tune with the universe in the feminine energy. Doesn't have to be, it can be knowledge also, because emotional intelligence, or in other words, love, is the feminine's divinity, and the part of the divinity, or one's divinity, and the masculine parts of one's divinity is wisdom and knowledge, or applied knowledge. That is literally wisdom, but wisdom is knowledge, and wisdom is actually worth nothing if not applied. But yeah, let's clarify the High Priestess. Sorry, I got sidetracked there for a bit. Just came down. I feel like it was straight up it was channeling. But what do this Seven of Swords energy? What are this Seven of Swords energy? I'm going to describe it. Seven of Swords, and then we'll figure out what this Seven of Swords energy is, where it comes from, why it is. It's about deception or betrayal. It's about the universe bearing witness to true intentions. It can signify someone getting away with something, being strategic, or the other part being grateful, because this is about two parts. Someone being decepting and deceiving and betraying, and another one being either attempted to be deceived or betrayed, or actually being deceived or betrayed. Being grateful for the reassurance, being grateful for the reassurance that you have moving silently and quickly. So that is about that deceiving betrayal energy. Let's clarify that. What is the Seven of Swords about? Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify. And so, yes. Three of Cups and the Judgment card. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this explains a lot. But let's go through it one card at a time. Three of Cups is about friendships, abundance, cooperation, community, closeness with siblings, joy, communication, celebration, and soul contracts. I feel like this Seven of Swords energy is definitely about some kind of soul contract, some kind of friendship, or seemingly community, closeness, cooperation with either siblings, friends, or anyone else. It seems like it is joyful, it is worth celebrating, and soul contracts. But I feel like in this situation this signifies also, because it's so close to the devil, I almost think like you guys have someone toxic, someone, a karmic person who has been in your life, and it's currently being resolved. It's currently being transmuted right now. And in this future energy, this false closeness, you might already know about this, but this betrayal or false closeness, divine judgment, that's about the divine intervening and tipping the outcome into your skills. It could also have been the Justice card, but I feel like this is not physical or anything like that. It is not according to the law in a physical sense. This is according in spirit or in energy, in your life force, in the essence of you. You have either been robbed or deceived or betrayed in some kind of sense. It doesn't have to be exactly as I say, but you have definitely been betrayed by someone close to you, either friend, family member, or it could also be a close relation like a crush, a loved one, anyone, anything. But it's being controlled and tipped by the divine. It's completely, because the universe and life and the divine, it's all around us and through us. It's all there is. So we cannot be separate, or literally, as long as we do no harm, we shouldn't be able to lose unless we sabotage ourselves. But Page of Cups is either about A dreamer, serendipity, creativity, new expected trajectories, magic and synchronicities, an open and joyful heart, sensitivity and naive in romance, being motivated, being innovative, and yeah, by innovative ideas, being motivated by innovative ideas. There it was. I feel like this Page of Cups is representing this Devil and Seven of Swords energy, which is also clarified by Three of Cups. But I feel like this is a closed, I don't know how to say, chapter. Yeah, this is definitely a closed chapter that we do not want to go into, because you have the Nine of Cups next up, and this reading is about you. And frankly, all my readings should be about the sign that I'm reading for and not the people around them. So, but let me there. The universe is gifting you your desires, choosing joy, manifested dreams, gratitude, and abundance. Before I clarify Nine of Cups, you getting everything that you have been praying for and worked towards, regardless of anyone working against you, you're going to get it. But this past person might try to come in because you're transmuting this in the present energy, and it's still clarified with trying to separate you from your divine feminine or connection to the divine, you being connected, you being intuitive and intellectually in tune and emotionally in tune with the universe and with yourself. This energy might try to come in again. It almost always does, but next time it won't be to take, or it might try to, but the only reason that this energy is going to appear in your life again is to test if you have transmuted it. And I'd say if I was you, I won't tell you what to do, but if I was you, I wouldn't have anything to do with anyone like that. So if I was you, I would just be, that's a closed chapter from me, but of course that's your choice and your decision to make. I won't tell you what to do. I'll give you advice on what you might do or what would get you the results that you wish for or are trying to achieve. And Nine of Cups clarified by Eight of Swords. So the only thing holding your everything that you have prayed for and wished for and worked towards in all this time is the feeling of being stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth, having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. So if we don't know that we can choose differently and have faith that one step at a time is the way to go, because Rome wasn't built in a day, and to make sure that you can do it in the long run, and it's like a marathon, so it's not a sprint. But I understand. I'm just as much human as anyone else. I understand what it means to be fearful, to be worrying, to be doubting, to feel stuck and be mentally and emotionally and physically challenged by the beliefs and perceptions that one has and lives by, and that just might be the problem. But I say you this bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. This is just a confirmation on what it's gonna be when you get there. And the description for 4 of Wands is celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone, gathering of souls, kindred spirits, stability in home and relationships. Sometimes it can signify marriage, but it doesn't have to be. But it's definitely celebration, and it's joy, it's happiness. And not only because of circumstances, because of results that don't just disappear. It is results that is much more lasting than anything. But next up, I have some oracle cards that I'm going to draw a couple of cards from. That is some physical, or not physical, but some a little bit more practical, concrete advice on what to do, what to focus on at this time for you, or when this message finds you. Thank you for Cancer. Thank you. First card, know that you are loved by everyone and everything in the universe and life itself. Some creatures or beings just don't remember. And the only thing that might make it show up in another way or in the opposite is one being unbalanced in oneself. So the only thing I would say to you regarding that is love yourself, be more gracious with yourself, and know that you are important, you are loved by all of creation, life itself and the universe, by me, by everyone else, even though most people don't know it or realize it. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip. And you have clear your mind. For that, I would advise deep, slow breathing, fully in and out, to strengthen the effect of the breath. You can hold short breaks at the top and at the bottom of the breath. So when you have breathed fully in, hold a short break. You can either hold the breath or just hold a pause between at least 3 and 5 seconds, or between 2 or 4 seconds, whatever suits your ability best, because breathing is an exercise and it's something that you can become better at. The more we do an exercise, the more skilled we become doing that exercise. Sometimes we just have to do things a little differently to get different results. That's some great advice I should give myself more often. I guess this reading is also for me, kinda. But there is 2 types of thinking. It's the activity of thinking or having a thought. The activity of thinking is deciding to use the mind, reflecting or contemplating, or simply just scrolling through thoughts and sticking to whatever resonates the most. But and then there's but that's the activity of thinking, and it's not necessarily helping you in the way that we think that it is. Sometimes it's confusing us and bringing us a lot of unhappiness, most of the time at least, unless it's positive thinking. If it's negative thinking, then it's definitely going to be reflected, and it's going to affect one's mental, physical, and spiritual health, just generally one's health. And relaxing and breathing, focusing on the breath, finding some relaxing music, doing affirmations, or even just listening to them, or amazing. And it's very hard to achieve that results with any other technique that I've come across, but it's very effective for reprogramming the subconscious or one's unconscious mind, programming, reprogramming, and reaffirming and transmuting all that stuff, because that's what's needed. That's the advice, to see the bigger picture, and that's the result, finding balance. So thank you, Cancer, for tuning in, and I wish you blessings, peace, and prosperity. Be well, love and light.